and welcome back. Today I got here the Honda Pioneer 520, and I'm going to be installing the snowplow and snowplow mount. Here we go. The kit provides us with 2 long bolts, 2 short bolts, 4 nuts, and 2 washers. Here's the mount plate that we'll be installing onto the machine. If you would like the paper instructions, simply go to the website here, follow the drop-down menus, and select your machine. The first thing I need to do is remove this bottom bolt holding on the bumper. There is a nut on the inside, and the easiest way to remove it is with 18 inches of extension, a universal, and a 14 mil socket. Now that we got the nuts off the inside, we can remove the bolts on both sides. I'm also going to go down underneath the machine and remove the first 2 bolts holding on the front of the skid plate so I can reach around and tighten the nuts that hold on the mount. Now I'm going to take 2 of the short bolts and I'm going to go up through these holes here and into the existing holes in the frame. As you can see, I got the mount hanging and I've just left it loose. Now I'm going to pull it upwards and I'm going to take 2 of these longer bolts and install them into our bottom bumper holes. They also provide us with these spacers here. They are kind of unnecessary, but if you do have the room, go ahead and put them in. They go down in here, right between the welded nut and the winch mount here. As you can see, I do not have enough room, so I will not be putting it in. Now that I got the mount on and all the bolts in the holes, I can go around and tighten them all up. Don't forget to install new nuts on the inside of your bumper bolts and reinstall your skid plate bolts. Okay, now that we got the mount installed, we can move on to building the plow. If you're finding this one useful, make sure you hit that subscribe button, click that bell, and smash that thumbs up. It really goes a long way to helping out the channel. Here are all the parts that come with the push tube and plow. First thing I'm going to do is get my tilt lever and my small spring. I'm going to install the small spring with the short side inside the lever and the long side out the back. Now I'm going to set the lever in place and insert the pivot pin from the left-hand side. Now I can flip it over and install the cotter pins. From the back side, we'll drop in a cotter pin into each one of these holes on the pivot pin. Make sure you get those cotter pins folded over good.
Now that I got the cotter pins in, I'm going to use my spring puller and pull the spring on the lever into the hole on the push tube. Even with my good spring puller, this was a little bit of a fight, so you may need to get creative. Now I'm going to take my push tube and lift it onto the blade. I'm going to use the big bolt and the collar provided in the kit. And a nut on the inside. They are a 19 mil bolt and nut, and you can tighten them up at this time. Now we can install the springs using these eye bolts.
I've tightened the eye bolts up about halfway. If you find your blade wants to roll forward a little too easy, tighten them up a little bit more. To install the plow, I'm going to align the latches on the push tube with the pins on the mount. As you can see, I've just sat the latches on top of the pins. They are not engaged yet. Now I'm going to disengage my winch and pull out about a foot of cable and hook it up to the push tube. And re-engage the winch. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button or click up here to check out the next video. This has been my plow install on the Honda Pioneer 520. Ride safe.